There are a million reasons to want to go on a bicycle tour with others, not the least of which being that sharing experiences with people you care about is an incredible way to build stronger relationships and generally add richness to your life overall. There are also a lot of more practical reasons, like being able to share equipment and overall carry less weight, save money on hotels and lodging, and always having a person to watch your bicycles and gear while the other shops, uses the restroom, or whatever. Assuming you've already convinced someone to go with you, whether by the promise of adventure, time outdoors in nature, a sense of accomplishment at the end of the trip, exercise, an escape from city life, or whatever it took, then you're probably asking yourself what you've gotten yourself into. It can be just as big a responsibility to be the leader as to be a group member. As with probably almost everything involving other people, success, measured here to me as everyone being safe and having fun, is largely dependent on good communication. Agreeing on the fundamentals of a trip ahead of time can save a lot of conflict later. Most important is setting clear expectations and goals for the trip. For some of us, that might be maximizing time in the saddle and cranking out miles, while for others, it might be maximizing time at camp or maybe in town doing touristy things. These can also generate conflict because of impacts on budgets and expectations around hygiene and access to restroom facilities. Not to mention fitness and endurance. It can feel like for some people, 100 miles in a day is a warm-up, while for the rest of us, much more modest mileage can be a challenge. Some of these are constraining factors, while others are just matters of being prepared for or accepting the reality of the situation. Just not being surprised about not being able to shower at night or having to use a pit toilet can make all the difference for some people. If you're the group leader, remember that your number one goal should be the safety of everyone in your group. Do your best to keep everyone out of dangerous situations or ones that the rest of your group is not prepared for or comfortable with. For example, if you lived in San Diego and wanted to go bike touring in the Cuyamaca Mountains, it would be incredibly important to ensure your companions feel comfortable and confident riding on busy, narrow mountain roads with almost no shoulder. Similarly, don't forget how challenging it can be to learn to ride on dirt, especially if on bicycles with narrower tires and if generally a less confident cyclist. If you're a group member, remember that it can be incredibly stressful to be group leader. Everyone in the group will be relying on the group leader when things go wrong or when decisions need to be improvised. One of the hardest things, at least for me, to manage as group leader is time and pace, especially when campsites or lodging are pre-planned. The more you as a group member can do to train ahead of time and be honest about your ability and interest in big miles and elevation, the better off everyone will be. Regardless of our role, of our skill level or experience, we can all be better at expressing ourselves and interacting with each other on tour and in life in general. For bike touring in particular, the first 3 tips out of Dale Carnegie's famous book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, come to mind, which are 1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. 2. Give honest, sincere appreciation. And 3. Inspire in others an eager want or desire. Lastly, don't forget that adventurecycling.org is full of resources, tips, and tricks. I especially recommend Adventure Cycling Short Routes, which may serve as inspiration for your own group bike tour, or after your tour, you can always submit your route to be included in the catalog. This is not only a great way to give back, but also a wonderful opportunity to share your story and photos with like-minded travelers. And if you enjoyed this video and want more content like it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.